cancer to something very serious. So don't you ever go for a checkup. You will be a patient. Who is a patient? A man who goes to see a doctor becomes a patient. When does he become a man again? Rarely ever, comma, if ever, full stop. Now, health is a perfect subatomic communication between the cells. Human body is a colony of 50 to 100 trillion cells, which are individuals, love each other, love the world, and they talk to each other, they laugh at each other, they live and are capable of independent life. And those cells can be seen today. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. Next slide. This is a new camera which a physicist, Fritz Albert Popp, has produced called a biophoton camera. I can photograph you and say whether your cells are happy, they are in sync or not sync. Go back to the cell slide, sync cell slide, 1, 2, 3, 4 back. And today it's very easy to do that. And what is the treatment? Set the cells to normal with energy. So beautiful, so easy. So we have a very strong scientific basis for what Dr. CVK will show you we are doing in TAG Center. And my job is just to tell you that we are not quacks, as many of you think we are. We are not hoaxes, as many of you think we are. And we are not fraud, as many of you think we are. And we don't exist for making money, because I don't think I have any bank balance, neither has CVK. So if we wanted to make money, you would be surprised. 40 years ago, I was traveling. I was going those days as a visiting professor for MRCP examinations in Tripoli, Gaddafi's time. And I treated Gaddafi's father for his heart attack in the desert. Now, while coming back, they used to give first class ticket. There was a Sardarji in the plane from Rome to Delhi. And the Sardarji developed a so-called chest pain midway. So they were all upset, and I went and saw him, examined him, because I was also sitting in the first class. For the first time I was sitting because of Gaddafi's kindness. And he was having just a panic attack, so I pacified the Sardarji. He was a burly Sardarji who has had 1 too many drinks, and he had little heartburn. So anyway, Sardarji became all right. He insisted I stay with him in Delhi for a day. Cancelled my ticket from Delhi to Mangalore. And then I found he was the finance secretary at that time. And he had gone for a finance meeting in Rome. And what he told me is, we have declared hospital as an industry. This is 40 years ago. And I have money. I will give you 10 crores of rupees. Build a hospital in Mangalore and make money. I told him, Sardarji, I am an academician. I would like to think rather than build a hospital. No, you're a foolish fellow. The next day after his meal and all, nice meal they prepared, vegetarian meal. Next day he said, okay, you don't want to build a hospital, take this 10 crores and say you are building a hospital. Keep it in your bank. We are giving you 4% interest. And in the bank those days we were getting 15% interest. And you keep it for about 4 years. Then say, the feasibility report says I can't make it. Return the money to the government. You're not cheating anybody. You will have made about 4 crores. I said, no, I have a simple principle in life. It is with the sweat of his brow that he shall eat bread on all days of life, as Jesus said. So I would like my sweat, not government money, because it's taxpayers' money, someone else's money. The karma will be there, so I don't want the money. So if we wanted money, I started life with 15 rupees consultation. 50% of the patients you couldn't charge them. And I ended after 50 years with 50 rupees consultation in Mangalore, because people can't afford it. I can sit in Madras and charge 5,000 rupees for a consultation, no problem, because a lot of you have money. But poor fellows don't have money. How can you extract that? It's blood. They can't extract money from them. And now, the other day, one of my seniors was pontificating when he was given an award. He said, we should not make money in the sick room. It is all money coming from sorrow. So sorrow money will not do. And he has forgotten that when he was young, he was doing the same thing. And then Hippocrates wrote, don't make money in the sick room. And Ayurveda wrote, Vaidhyarajo namastubhyam, Yamaraja sahodara. Yamastu harati pranan, Yama only takes life. Vaidhyo pranan dhananicha, you take the dead body and 44 lakhs. Next slide. A lot of people are doing genetic engineering for potato, for man, stem cell, and blah, 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 blah. No, don't do that, because you are not the son of your or daughter of your parents. You are the son or daughter of germs. In your gene, there are only 23,000 human genes and 2.5 trillion germ genes. This is called the integral membrane protein, IMP. On the day you are made in your mother's womb, you are a cell, which is called zygote. Your father's spermatozoa enters your mother's womb. You become a zygote with an antenna there, and that antenna gets universal consciousness into you, individual consciousness. You are born. On the day you die, it leaves you and you are dead, only to get into another antenna. So in short, your life is like a television screen and you are not in the screen. So you are not here, only the energy is here. What you are is energy. And it's like you switch on the radio, television. Hema Malini may be dancing. Then your wife calls you for dinner, you switch it off, Hema Malini is dead. You go to the dining room, switch it on, Hema Malini is born there. You are exactly like that. You are dancing now here, and one day you will dance somewhere else. And don't you worry about death, because it is a part of life. Everybody is worried about death. That's the big thing that we doctors live on. We buckrify them. We say, oh, this is a very serious disease. He is worried about only death. Supposing I told all of us are going to die in the next half an hour. Nobody is bothered. But if I told one of you are going to die in the next half an hour, he is terribly jealous. எல்லாம் இங்கே இருக்க போகிறாங்க, காஃபி சாப்பிட்றாங்க, மத்தியானம் சாப்பாடு இருக்குது, நான் மாத்திரம் போகணுமேன்னு. அதனால ஃபியர் ஆஃப் டெத் இஸ் ஒன்லி ஜெலசி. லைக் வைஃப் கம்ஸ் அண்ட் சேஸ், இவர் ஸ்னோர் பண்ணுறாரு, தூக்கமே வரல எனக்குன்னு. அந்த அம்மா நல்லா தூங்குறான். But the husband must be snoring longer than her. So she is jealous of him snoring. That's all. இது என்னத்துக்கு சொன்னேன்னா, all the information must go there, including your drugs, which take a long time to reach there. But energy reaches there in seconds, fraction of a second. Next slide. Next slide. This is the antenna. Next slide. Here was a professor of orthopedics. This man is the man who gave me a lot of inspiration. He was a very famous professor of orthopedics in New York University called Robert Becker. Bob was a man who discovered that body cells are semiconductors. And he is a man who used small electric current to treat massive infections. And there is no problem. All American bad bones, infected bones, osteomyelitis would come to New York State University. He'll put a small current into that hole. After 1 week, the infection is gone. Energy. And that man has left a legacy, and his assistant called my friend Flick. And Flick is with me now. And Flick is the man who is giving us a lot of ideas about electricity. And our machine that we generated is all electricity, electromagnetic energy. Next slide quickly. Time achapa. Next slide. Rustum Roy got this from Rigveda. I'm giving you another energy, water. Is energy. And Rigveda says, Argya, which says, water is the father of energy. Water is the mother of fire. And water is everything. Next slide. And Rustum Roy used that. And this is what he did for his PhD. He discovered the structure of water. And that's what you see is the water structure. This is what you and I learnt. OH. From this, if you remove one H, you are left with nascent oxygen. From here, you can remove one H by a special method. By passing water through, or you pass radio waves, ordinary radio waves, your radio waves, onto water with a little salt in it. You get atomic hydrogen coming out, which you can run an engine. Now, Rustum Roy has found out how to run a 2-piston engine now, and we are going to 4-piston. His assistants are working on that. And this is possible because he found Purnamidam, Purnamadaha. See, you are not making anything reductionist in our concept, old concept. If you take a bit from the whole remains a whole, bit becomes a whole. Purnasya, Purnamadaya, Purnama Vivashishtate. This gave Rustum Roy an idea, and then he put a lot of energy into water. Next slide, please. And he showed us that if you put some silver nanoparticles into water, it becomes a very, very powerful germ killer without being an antibiotic, without harming the system. And we are using it for malaria now. I couldn't get permission here. I have done the study in Africa, which is published in a journal. 100 patients with malaria, falciparum malaria in Africa. 3 days of this water, patient's parasite gone, patient goes back to work, and patient doesn't have any problems. Now anyway, that water we are using for something else. Next slide, please. This is Bart Flick. Bart Flick started this in 1995. What we do is, you see in your house salamander. Salamander தெரியுமா? இந்த வீட்டில் இருக்க பல்லி தான் சொல்கிறாங்களா தமிழில்? salamander. அதோடைய டெயில் கட் பண்ணிங்கன்னா டெயில் க்ரோஸ் இல்லையா? உங்கள் டெயில் கட் பண்ண க்ரோ ஆகுமா? ஆகும். என்னத்துக்கு? சாலமண்டருக்கு நமக்கு என்ன வித்தியாசம்? salamander secretes a silver like thing which no germ comes, and salamander changes its polarity on its own. When you change the polarity, cell grows. Now what we do here is we make you a salamander. Next slide. This boy lost his finger in America, and this finger for leaf planting required $66,000. So Bart said, we'll not do that. We all joined together. What he did was just covered this finger without touching it with a Rustum Roy silver plaque, silver. I'm getting it made now in India because you can't get the silver mesh from America. It is very costly. There's a manufacturer in Bombay who is doing it because he knew Rustom Roy. And I'm getting it now. I've got the silver water from him. His name is Mehta. We put an industry in Bombay. Now we covered that. Next slide, please. See, after 3 days, the finger is so clean. And very interesting thing happened. When we remove this bandage, we got some glistening matter inside. The bandage, ulle, pus, very glistening matter. Next slide. The finger is growing. Next slide. Finger is growing. Next slide. Finger has grown into a full finger. And you want to know what the finger was like? 16th May 1995, that was the finger. And you see 11th August 1995, here is the finger. We can do that. Now what we did was, we have made the boy a salamander. We changed the polarity from negative outside, positive outside, and then the finger grows. And now we want to heal all things like this, especially wounds, large wounds. And I'm only waiting for the silver mesh to be ready. Inshallah, it will be ready in another month's time. Next slide. This is a girl, I love her. Not that I want to, the lover not in the sense. Love, for youngsters, it is L-U-S-T, not that love. I love her. Agape. Agape, you know agape? Agape is a beautiful word in Greece. Agape is a universal compassion. Agape. This girl is a fascinating girl. She is to be adored. I adore her because this girl had a brilliant idea when she was a postdoc at the NIH, which we call as the Palace in New York, Washington, sorry. And this girl found out by working day and night that opiate receptors live outside the brain also for the first time. And she was to be given the Nobel Prize. But when she went on a holiday, her boss, a big man, Saul Snyder, Lasker Award winner, stole the data and published his paper and was to get the Nobel Prize. The girl wouldn't lie to take it lying down. She went to the Nobel Committee in Sweden and proved that it was her work. Of course, she didn't get the Nobel Prize, but that man also didn't get the Nobel Prize. And this girl is out now, but she has written a book for you, which is called Molecules of Emotion. This is a beautiful book you must read because Molecules of Emotion, her name is Candace Pert, and Candace writes there one sentence, I'll tell you. Time has come now for us not to reach the pill cupboard for a headache, but to sit quietly and meditate and get into that mood where your own brain produces so much opioids which can cure the pain in any part of the body because opiate receptors are all over the body. What a fascinating idea. What are you doing in meditation? Same thing. You get a headache, sit down and meditate. Breathe normally, you get normal. Next slide, quickly. Next slide. Wait. This is a man, professor of cell biology in Washington State University School, who started life as a dramatist, failed, then went into become business, failed, then became an anatomist, failed, then again was one day not having a job at all. He was sitting somewhere, he was about to commit suicide because he had no money at all. His wife had left him, he had no children. Then he gets a phone call from a Caribbean college saying that we want a professor of anatomy very badly, can you come and join us? He went there and then he studied the cell. Not the dead cell. Our pathology and anatomy, we study tomb tones, dead cells. This fellow studied a living cell. And that cell gave him the idea of what I showed you about life and death. A man who was an atheist now is a proponent of spirituality all over the world. He has left his professor of anatomy job and goes around lecturing. He's a fascinating lecturer. His name is Bruce Lipton. He has written a book for you called Biology of Belief. Next slide. Quickly. He's my friend Gordon. Glenn is a physicist, a physician with NASA, a good friend of mine. He was in a group. Glenn one day called me and said, I have devised something from the NASA. He's not his original discovery, it's from the NASA. And he said, you can develop it because I can't develop it in America. And one day he precisely called me from all the way from here, 2 weeks before my son's wedding. And I had to go because he said, you must come. And I said, something wrong with this fellow. Just to give this, he gave it free to me. Normally a patent was millions of dollars. Gave it free and said, develop. And then I came back. 3 days later, the man died of an, That's prophetic. Anyway, we have developed it. CVK has been funding me. Without CVK, I wouldn't have been able to develop because a villager like me, who will fund? Anyway, we are now happy that it's doing wonderful job and CVK will tell you what it does. This is the electromagnetic energy device. Next slide, quickly. This is one of CVK's patients. He'll show you probably when a police big officer in Madras whose foot was to be cut, but we saved the foot. Next slide. This is one of my patients with a complete block of the aorta, and she was posted for bypass surgery in the aorta, bypass surgery in the neck, bypass surgery in the heart, etc., etc., because all our vessels are blocked. If your blood vessel is blocked somewhere else it is blocked also. And what we did was put the machine there. 3 months later, you see, like a horse tail, lot of new vessels have grown. This is a fascinating thing because this can go into the cell. It works at the cell level, and it produces 3 very important things. It produces nitric oxide synthase 1,000 times. If you put it on and go in the airport, they will think you're a bomb. And that nitric oxide synthase is the endothelium dependent relaxing factor. All your vessels open. Next to it stimulates the VEGF165 gene. New vessels get formed. What God has been doing, you see the new vessels getting formed. And the third one is HSP70 protein, which is a heat shock protein. It relieves all the stress and relieves pain in no time. And this is the one that we give to patients after a heart attack. Actually, a patient had a heart attack seeing me in the VHS center. He collapsed there. A massive heart attack he had. We recorded. We wanted him to be admitted. He refused. He said, I have come for this machine. I will have the machine only. I said, if you die, he wrote down, it doesn't matter. And he survived. He went home. He is now our ambassador going around the world. He collapsed, and 2 days later he went home. And that very day he wanted to go home. We and CVK and myself, we forced, and Rama gave him some bed-like thing there, and we looked after. We have a bunch of dedicated people in that VHS center, let me tell you. We are not, none of us is working for money. We are working for mankind. And we have a mission in life. Next slide, please. This is, of course, a very famous dancer here. Her disc has come back. Next slide. Next slide. Now, we have a lot of these wrong ideas. Liver, somebody said, Galen said liver pumps blood. We believed it for 2,500 years. Then somebody said heart pumps blood. We believe it even today. But heart cannot pump blood. It's a 300-gram structure. How can you pump blood into 8 lakhs kilometers of capillaries, which requires 142 horsepower? Next slide. Heart only gives, next slide. Because you didn't have a heart when you were a child in your mother's womb. Somebody pumped it. See the bathtub, how the water goes, it goes whirling. So the heart pumps the blood by giving it a whirl, and then it generates energy. Next slide, next slide. This is how the blood comes into the aorta of a mouse. Next slide, next slide, next slide, next slide, next slide. A lot of things are there. I'm not going to talk about. Now, we have done a lot of work over the last 40 years on yoga, and see how even a bad heart can be converted to a good heart by good pranayama and things like that. I won't tell you the details. Next slide, next slide. We have gone too far into technology. This is called the CWT pattern. I can say how many of your cells in the heart are working and how many are not working if I just get a scan the Holter monitor onto my scanner. And this is fascinating work, and the PhD student who was working with me today is a professor of electromagnetic energy in the National University in Singapore, and he can buy me 1 month's salary. He can buy me. Next slide, please. Next slide, next slide, next slide, next slide, next slide, next slide. Hold on. Okay, doesn't matter. Thank you all very much.
मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ. मैं तो किसान है. मैं तो कल डॉक्टर हेगड़े साहब को दिखाने को आए थे. कर्नाटक महाराष्ट्र बॉर्डर में हम रहते हैं. मेरे दाएं बाजू में दीप लगाया है और ये बाजू में परमात्मा परमेश्वर डॉक्टर है. यह तो TH हेल्थ सेंटर है, तो इंडिया में नहीं, ऑल इंडिया में सबसे बड़ा मद्रास में ज्ञानपीठ है. मैं तो किसान है. मेरे हार्ट का थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो गया था. मैं इतने सभी जगह दिखाया तो मेरे को दवा अच्छा बहुत स्पीड से दवा लिया. और मेरे को साइट इंडिकेटर गाड़ी को कैसा लगते हैं ना, मैं कॉलेज गाड़ी चला रहे थे और मेरी गाड़ी एक तरफ से जा रहे थे. ये दवा का मेरे प्रॉब्लम हो गए थे. मेरे बेटे को बोल दिया ऐसा हो रहे बाबा, 4-5 डॉक्टर हो गया, एक डॉक्टर कौन सा मेरे को दिखाओ. मैं किसान हूँ. मैं जंगल में अभी क्या दिख रहे थे, हार्ट का सब जाली दिख रहे थे, वैसे खेती में काम करते करते हम इतने अच्छे से पैदा हो गया है. खेती में कैसा काम करते हैं वैसा हमारा हेगड़े साहब डॉक्टर ने दिखाया. ये सब आपका हार्ट बहुत अच्छा है. ये इतना गोली जरूर नहीं, 2 गोली में आपका अच्छा हो जाएगा. शांति से मैं यहाँ अशोका होटल में रुक गए थे. इतना अच्छा शांति से मेरे को हो गया है. तो आज बहुत अच्छा बहुत अच्छा हो गया है. ऐसा ये दीप लगाया है. ये बड़े दीप डॉक्टर ने इतने जोत लगाए है, तो इतने सरस्वती पुत्र आप सब डॉक्टर है, इससे भी बड़ा होते जाओ, इतना हम जय कर्नाटक जय महाराष्ट्र हम बोल सकते हैं.
Thank you, sir. I would like to first thank Professor Hegde for the wonderful speech and the gentleman from Karnataka who has come all the way here. And the proof of the pudding is in eating is what the normal saying is. And we have got somebody to give you a first-hand feedback. Can we have a round of applause for Professor Hegde, please?
Let me assure you that feedback was not planned. No.
We call on Dr. Deepa Krishnaswamy, Director Energy Medicine Research at TAG BHS Diabetic Research Center, to the podium to present a paper on pulse electromagnetic field energy therapy in clinical medicine. Before that, Dr. CVK to the mic, please.
Friends, I'm really heartened to see that early morning on Sunday that all of you have gathered here to give us encouragement for the work that several donors who have helped us, plus the administration of VHS who have given us a carte blanche to develop an institute that we have done and successfully run it for 2 years. I'm really beholden to all our people who have donated consistently, liberally, and encouraged us at every stage. Every stage. And of course, Professor Hegde is totally part of us, committed to us, and his help has gone a long way to make us a force to reckon with in the field of extraordinarily innovative research that has not happened in our country anywhere else. This I can say with great confidence and with great humility. Thank you very much. And I also wish to apologize on behalf of Deepa, who is very much here but is unable to come due to several other reasons. Yes, I know. I don't want to mention any medical terms, but otherwise she would be very much here, a lively wire. So I am stepping into my daughter's shoe, though she is highly qualified and capable of presenting. So I am going to present what she has to present today. And this is our experience. Deepa, incidentally, is a student of Professor Hegde at Mangalore, and she has imbibed all his quality of firebrandism, if I can call it that. Energy medicine. What is energy medicine? And the type of energy medicine that we are presenting at this stage, as Professor Hegde showed you, stems from the electromagnetic energy of the sun. Can we have the audio, please?
samupasthitam दैवतैश्च समागम्य द्रष्टुमभ्यागतोरणम् उपागम्याब्रवीद्रामम् अगस्त्यो भगवान् ऋषिः राम राम महाबाहो शृणु गुह्यं सनातनम् येन सर्वा नरीन् वत्स समरे विजयिष्यसि आदित्यहृदयं पुण्यं सर्वशत्रुविनाशनम् जयावहं जपेन्नित्यम् अक्षय्यं परमं शिवम्.
Our center next. When we inaugurated our center in 2011, March 6th to be precise, we made two commitments. Our motto was to provide a new paradigm in diabetes research and other initiatives, innovative initiatives, and for inclusive health care, because as you all know, diabetes has become, as one of my friends who is attached to the American Embassy said, a big industry. People have become, conscious of diabetes being a money spinner. But we are conscious that diabetes, which affects all aspects of human body, can afford us research in other aspects of the human body and its ills. The comorbid conditions of diabetes gives us an insight. We don't want to blame the conditions to diabetes without knowing actually that diabetes is the cause of such comorbid conditions. So, for example, a diabetic having a heart attack, we say, oh, you are a diabetic, you have got a heart attack. Now, this is a very common thing. You have got a neck pain, well, you are a diabetic, you have got neck pain. You have got leg pain, you are a diabetic, you have got a leg pain. Your wife is angry with you because you have got diabetes. So, everything is around because diabetes is incidental. It is just incidental, but it gets dragged in. So, we used diabetes research as a focus to make all encompassing body research, mind research. So, this is an inclusive healthcare model that we wanted to develop. That was our first initiative. And then how to do it is not by just using our modern medicine, which is just 500 years old. We wanted the ancient wisdom, Indian medical wisdom, which is millennia old, modern medicine to some extent